what factors would influence, say, your decision around a course or training? That is, what variables would you use to decide this is the right way to do it? Because you obviously have history with that.
Yeah.
Would it specifically be your experience, or would you have other variables you would integrate to say, well, somebody's telling me a different approach, say from a mastermind group,
Yeah.
from your own personal mastermind colleagues, and they says, well, why don't we do this? So what would sort of influence your decisions to move away from or modify? What variables would matter to you most in terms of setting up a training?
Yeah. So for me, it has to be about what the people, what people need. I can get up in front of a group and I can, teach all day, all along. And there may only be, one person that any of that even resonates with. And so for me, it needs to be, I need to fully understand. And so I take time to do some analysis around what they're needing, specifically through interviewing, just like what you're doing here, interviewing people and asking them what their level is, where they're at, some of the things that they're struggling with, and some surveys around, that they can take some time to really think about their questions and answer and put some thought into, and just understanding, what is the need, what is currently going on. And then the other piece of that is serving the people that they're leading. I think that's sometimes one that we keep out of the equation, and I think it needs to be brought into it because they're actually the recipients of all of this. And so making sure and understanding, what are you lacking from your leadership? What is not happening from your manager, your boss? What is the thing that you go home at night and you're frustrated and you say to your, family around the dinner table, oh, I'm just so, frustrated that this is happening at work. What is that thing? And that's the thing I want to understand. So then I can teach leaders how to, better handle things so that that's not happening, so that their employees are not going home at night frustrated and saying, oh, if only my leader would do this. What are those things? So
I love that. I love that. Yeah, like self-awareness is, uh, um, Daniel Kahneman talks about a lot of this, right? Because he's the god of human judgment. And in his book Noise, he talks about, he says, you can go basically as far as something that they call dialectical bootstrapping, which is an unnecessarily complex term for giving yourself your own second opinion by approaching something and then waiting a certain amount of time. And there's one other approach, but the idea is, according to the statistics and the research, at best, you can give yourself 1.5 opinions. You can never give yourself a second opinion.
yeah.
So I really love the idea. Is like, okay, so what, especially if you're getting an outside opinion, what do you as the person who's going to be delivering it need? And the whole servant leadership, just the idea, remember, it's delivered to the audience for their benefit, not for your convenience in the way you think it should be delivered. What do they need?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're getting there. Let me know if the time, I want to try to
I'm doing
talk
okay
less.
so far, so you're good.
I need to strive to talk less and get these questions finished more. But as you can tell, I'm
It's
kind of
good
an active and
conversation, Tim.
arigato. I'm an active and passionate person about what I care about. I would be the guy on the sidelines if I were a sports coach, doing a lot of gesturing and communicating. So